Alright, fellas, welcome back to the Prep Talk with me, Coach Shu, and my co-host, Coach Sari. Well, on today's episode 24, we have a fit couple.
Kind of, you can see that.
One of my old friends, we knew back then.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and we have our new wellness IFBB pro, Mellisa. Yeah, and we have Mr. Ashburn.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the house, guys.
Alright, so how are you guys doing?
Good.
We're doing good. It's been a long year of preps and training and diet and a lot has taken place. But it's been a fruitful year for us in terms of bodybuilding. And we're looking to see what else we can bring next year perhaps.
So you've been like prepping for the past few years? Been
Actually,
very active in
very
terms
active. I
of,
see the
because I've
pace.
seen that I've been following you guys as well in social media. You've been like doing for shows back to back and stuff.
Yes, this is quite intense. We started off like really into focusing into prep from 2022 actually. So from 2022 we've been actually working with our coach Brendan Young and building our physiques from then up to now. So we've been doing literally shows every year, and each year we do 1 to 2 shows. But this year is the most number of shows that I did myself and her as
How
well.
many shows you did this year?
This year I've done six shows actually.
Oh, that's
One
a lot,
regional
man.
and then two local shows.
2025 itself, 6 shows.
Yes, I've done about five or 6 shows. Yes,
How many international shows?
I did one in Taiwan, two in Taiwan, and one in Hong Kong, and 2 local shows, and then one in JB, a regional. So
Alright.
that's 6 in total. Yeah.
How about yourself, Melissa?
This year I did 2.
Okay.
No, I did 3. Was it 3? No, it was 2. One in KL and then one in Philippines.
It's supposed to be 3, right, actually?
Yeah, but then so 2 in KL, so regionals and Pro Q,
Yeah.
and then one more Pro Q in Philippines.
Alright. Okay, so 2 Pro Q, 1 regional.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, fair enough. Alright, so I mean, before we move on forward and stuff, right? I mean, for Ash, I know you're a teacher.
Yeah, I used to be a teacher for many years, for
Yeah.
over 10 years, and then I moved into like more HQ stuff, like inside back in the HQ office. So I don't like teach per se, but I do more.
How long ago was the last time that you stepped into a classroom?
Oh, it was 11 years ago. So I've been doing working in HQ for the past 11 years.
Oh, okay.
I just work around the corner in Somerset. So
Oh, change it there.
Yeah,
Or is it the
working at
same thing?
different companies, yeah.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, so I've been working there for the past 11 years or so.
Okay.
A very conducive environment for bodybuilding, to be honest, because the work hours are flexible. There's a pantry, there's a microwave, there's a
Alright.
fridge, so you can't go wrong. In
So is
terms
it
of prep.
considered under MOE?
Well, it's a subsidiary of MOE
Oh,
and
yeah.
MSF. It's 2 different ministries put together.
Alright,
So it's a
alright.
joint ministry agency, so to speak. Yeah.
Ah, nice. And you're still in this industry as well?
Definitely in this industry. Bodybuilding is basically my passion. I don't know, the two don't really click, but somehow I always had a passion for bodybuilding since I was younger.
Which I mean, we have a similar background as well, as a discipline master.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
After,
okay.
after I finished my military stint, I worked in a school in the East, a secondary school, for 4 years.
Wow.
So discipline master, fun times.
Alright, so how about you, Melissa?
I'm a beautician.
Beautician, till now?
Yes, till now. It's my first job until now.
How long has it
It'll
been?
be my 10th year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's considered, I would say, it's your own boss.
Yes, I have my own business. Yeah.
Awesome. Then, how that does it like translate into what you are doing right now, like into bodybuilding and stuff?
Actually, there's no connection between it.
Alright.
No connection. Yeah. It's just a hobby,
Like just training and stuff like that.
training, and yeah.
How long have you been training?
I first stepped into the gym in 2019, but it wasn't very serious. So from then on, then I wanted to take it because I just gave birth to my second child
Okay.
in 2016,
Alright.
and then I was a little bit like chubby, so I didn't really like how I felt. I didn't like how I looked, and then I wanted to change, and then that's when I stepped into the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from then I thought that if I wanted to get into shape faster, it'd be to go through a prep.
Having a motive and objective,
Yeah,
I guess.
like a
Yeah.
purpose, like
Okay.
a structure, like a routine.
Well, when's your first show again?
My first show was in 2022. It was a local show,
What was it?
the FIF show.
FIF.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
You won.
Yeah, I did.
You became FIF Pro.
Pro was like 3 months later.
Alright.
That's my second show.
I see. Alright, for Baka, when's your first show?
Oh, my first show. Oh, that's a long way back. 2017 or 2018, I did like a Nava show.
Oh, you did Naba, is it?
I've done, and then after that FIF for a few stints. Yeah, I think initially it was Naba, and then Naba
Right.
pulled up in Singapore.
Oh, so Dennis, is it?
Yeah, with Dennis,
Dennis,
yeah,
right?
for a number of years, and then after which I met with Brandon, I continued. I started doing NPC shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I never thought I had the caliber to be competing.
You sure or not?
Yeah, seriously, to be competing overseas. So I never saw myself at that level yet. So I just thought I love the sport of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I like the dieting routine. I like routines since
Yeah, for sure. Alright.
So that kind of like clicked with me, and I just continued with Brandon because I felt that he told me, or he believed in me, and said that I think you can do much more than just local shows. Maybe you can push yourself a bit harder, push your limits, and work on your physique, and probably you can be competitive at overseas kind of shows. So that's when I started with him. I had no confidence, to be honest, to even
Why?
try.
Why so? I mean, to be honestly, when I know you as well, I know you have that, you really have that height, and your condition is like all year round. What you need was just level up the size, and it's just a matter of time. But why do you feel like you have no confidence in stuff? I mean, you yourself, I feel you're a confident person.
Actually, on the contrary, I'm actually quite a shy person, but because of my job, I'm put in positions where I have to meet people.
Understand.
So I'm adapting to situations. So right now we're on a podcast.
Yeah.
So naturally I will speak like I'm confident, but you don't know, like I'm all jittery inside. You don't know how I'm actually feeling. But naturally, I kind of adapt to situations. I
Understand.
can adapt quite
Understand.
well. I wouldn't say a chameleon, but I can adapt pretty well. So I felt at the time that maybe I'm not quite ready for it, because I always have that feel. I don't know, maybe it's just the bodybuilding thing. You're never good enough. You need to keep working on. So I always have that mindset that I need to keep getting better and better. And I've been to many shows. I've won some, I've lost a lot, and things like that. So I learned from every experience. From the latest one that I went, I realized certain parts of my physique that need to be worked on, especially for the thickness in the size, the volume, and muscle. I have the muscle maturity, but it's
In what area?
specifically.
Yeah, specifically
I
that
feel that I need like a thicker chest, fuller chest. I feel I need my lower back is not as developed as my upper back. My rhomboids, my radars are pretty thick, but my lower back, the insertions are not really prominent.
Alright.
I need a bit more wider lats in a sense to give it that overall thicker look. And I have kind of stringy arms. My delts
Long
are pretty
limbs,
huge,
yeah.
but my arms are kind of skinny. So I need to fill everything up. So I'm hoping to do so next year. Like, give myself a year off or two to fill up and get bigger, then be more competitive at the overseas stage.
I
might
see.
do a local show too, just to support the local scene.
Oh, for sure,
I think,
for sure.
I'll
Definitely,
probably
fantastic.
do an EA maybe,
Yeah.
perhaps later part of the year. But I just enjoy competing. So like, the more we compete, the better we actually get, the more confidence we get, especially on stage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just question. I mean, since you said that you're doing 6 shows in 2025, right? I mean, how long before you did that 6 show? How long was your off season?
It wasn't very long, to be honest. Maybe I had about 4 months. The previous show was November.
That was what before the first show of 2025.
Yeah, before the regional, I had about 4 months, maybe 4 months off, like complete off everything.
Was it the one you won the overall?
No, before that.
Before
I did
that.
a show in November last year in Thailand.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
an MBC, a Pro Q in Thailand.
How was it?
It wasn't really good. It was okay. I got second call out. It was quite a tough show. It was a really tough
sure,
show.
yeah.
But I enjoyed the experience. But I felt okay. Maybe I'll just give it a go. I took a 4 months off training and everything just to reset my mind and all that. And then I came back in the next year. Started in maybe Feb or March.
I see.
Just this year, all the way till now.
Nice. Sorry, you got any?
So I felt
Questions?
maybe that's the way I went a little bit off. I should have taken a longer off season.
Mm-hmm.
Should have given myself more time to recover and grow before I jumped into another season. But I was eager to make amends. I was eager to like to redeem myself in a way, or just to shit, I can still do this. Because I kind of lost confidence in competing, because I didn't feel wasn't good enough to be at that level.
Your placing wasn't there.
Yeah. I expected a little better because I was really conditioned. Everything was pretty good actually. So I thought, okay, maybe it's just that this is not the spot for me. That is when
Really?
I went into a hole. I went into a dark hole, a black hole. Like
I'm quite surprised to how basically how you felt and stuff, because we've known each other for quite some time. So I mean, I've never seen you in that manner, and I've always seen you have that potential and stuff to move forward. But to know now that you put it on the table that
if you're all human, we go through things as as human beings, and I feel that there's nothing to hide. I mean, everyone has a different experience. We go through different things.
For sure.
What's important is that we redeem ourselves, we pull ourselves out from that state of mind and build up the confidence in each other. So I felt that took a lot out of me, like mentally and emotionally. So I had to like come to terms that it's okay to lose and things like that. It's easy to say just don't think about it, but actually it does affect you. But I don't show it, I don't express it, I don't put it on another person. I look normal, I behave normally with my friend, with her, with our coach. It's just that internally all these wars are happening in my head.
definitely. I mean, I mean, it's
So
Great.
how much of a gap between every show that you did, 6 shows, right? How much of a gap in between them?
Okay, so the regional was very early. I wasn't too conditioned or anything. It's just starting like 4 weeks into the prep. So I was getting a bit lean. So maybe that was the first show I did. It wasn't really a tough one because we kind of went in and did it.
Yep. Don't worry. Yes.
After that, I think it's about 6 weeks, and then the show, another 6 weeks, show, like about 6 to 8 weeks between shows. Yeah. But
all year round.
All year round.
yeah, so it's kind of stressful on the
Like
body.
signing a contract for modeling.
I wish I had an opportunity to do so. But yeah, it was tough. But I told myself I just want to do it. I just kept wanting to strike while the iron is hot, because when I'm in this state, let's go. And every show I go for, and I would say unlucky that I experienced certain like health issues along the way. So my advice out there to bodybuilders that you need to plan carefully in terms of show. Doesn't mean you feel like doing it, you do it, and it has repercussions on your system, on your health. So I had a little bit of issues with my health, so to speak, during this time.
Okay, it's good that you tap into the audience saying this. I love that. Just that what I would love you to share more is in terms of like what are the challenges that doing 6 shows back to back and so-called having that mentality that you want to redeem yourself, but knowing that you have yet to go on a solid off season. And what was the positive and the negative encounter that you faced?
Okay, in terms of positive, I feel that so my determination, my focus was really that I pushed myself as hard as I could in the gym, thinking that I'm going to do better. I'm going to get a bit more muscle mass. I'm going to keep getting more shredded. But what was actually happening to me, like my muscles were not functioning, and it was not. I would say the receptors were not really good in terms of absorption of nutrition and the diet I was on. It was working, but it's just barely managing. I didn't realize that until I felt like really fatigued by the third show. I felt really like fatigued, and my body would not sit very well. I had issues sleeping, bowel movements were weird. I had all kinds of like you feel drained suddenly out of the blue. I had headaches. Then I had a horrible toothache. I had my tooth extracted. I had multiple like issues with my health as well. So I thought all this was contributed due to the lack of proper, I would say nutrition, but due to the, it's too long that your body is starting to break down and not function optimally. So I learned a hard lesson this year. So I mean, if you think you can do 6 shows, go ahead. But my advice to you is to think it carefully, maybe 1 or 2 shows, and make sure there's a longer gap. And most importantly, what I learned is I need a long off season. You need a long off season to actually put in the effort. That's where you put in all your energies to grow first. On the prep, there's only so much that you can grow in terms of muscles,
very true.
So I thought that's a hard lesson then for me.
Very true.
So that was the pros and cons. It affected my health. The pros is that I became more positive. So now I'm even more motivated to compete in the coming year.
I mean, don't mind me asking, I mean, in terms of this 6 back-to-back show and stuff, right? I mean, how was your blood work?
Yeah, I did, and surprisingly,
I mean, if it's comfortable for you to share.
It's fine. It's actually good.
All right.
I am 44. I turned 44 last week. Earlier this week, and for a 44-year-old man, the doctor says I have really good health.
That's good.
But in between the preps, I think it kind of like fluctuated up and down. So when I took even after the previous show, I took some time off. I took like 4 weeks off. I need a longer period. When I took that time off, all the supplementation, I felt better. I felt a whole.
Will you
lot
go
better.
on like zero?
Just a basic, manageable.
Just like an
TRT,
OTRT
just
lah.
to
Alright,
maintain,
okay, fair enough.
like,
Okay, yeah.
body function.
Understand,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but nothing serious.
Yep.
So I felt that if only I had taken a longer period,
Yeah,
muscles would be fuller. Even for the DA show that I recently
Yeah.
did, right, I felt my body was so weak. I was running a high fever the night before.
Yeah, you
but I
told
told
me, yeah.
myself, I just got to do this show because for me, it's like giving back. I want
Yeah.
to support
Yep.
the whole organization of this local show.
Understand,
this match.
yeah.
But to be honest, I was not in a really good state.
Yep.
But I tried my best to keep my condition tight. But I felt because the show was later part of the evening. By the time I got onto the stage, I kind of like flattened out. Like I mean, you was.
Okay, let's ask the judges. What do you think? How do you feel when he's on stage with?
You better not say. He's not at liberty to say.
Nah, just a 2 cent.
Put it.
Because he was standing with the none other than Magat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, phew.
Okay, from my point of view, how new and for the rest of the judges, so it's clear as possible day and night, right? For me personally, I know something's off. Like the way, some judges wouldn't look at your expression and so on and so forth, but I can see that if something's off, I mean your eyes were dilated a bit more, and then your how to say this, I coach a lot of athletes. Sometimes your skin does show if something's wrong inside. So it reflects outside. So I know you're not doing well. Compare, of course, when you start to you on your own, fine. When you compare with someone else, that's it. Like that, Magat, right?
Yeah, Magat, the Malaysian dude.
Smiling,
Yeah.
and he looks healthy. And it shows in terms of the breathing and everything so on and so forth. If your engines are not running well, internally, you will actually show outside. So I know something's off with you. I mean, looking other than that, conditioning all good, everything, but there's something off.
Okay. She knows. She was like, yeah, but we couldn't.
I didn't know about you were running a fever until he said.
Yeah. I met him in the room and we were comparing. In the room, I still was okay. I think in that point in time when we were just fooling around, we were just having fun backstage. My stuff.
He was bored lah,
Yeah,
basically.
we were like just practicing our posing. We look really sharp. Then by the time the evening, I just felt off. Like
I mean, remember, I'm telling him, like, he should come later lah.
Yeah,
Then he told me that he got a speech that he need to give. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Because
but,
it's-
all in all, it's just experience. So we learn from the whole experience.
Yeah.
And it just makes me, I would say, a stronger person, mentally more prepared to know that these things happen on prep.
Yep.
And you need to know how to alleviate or just navigate around them.
Understand. Nice. Alright, we hold on into Ash for a while to come back to Mellisa. So Mellisa, I mean, in terms of, yes, we all know, and probably for the audience who doesn't know, she just won her IFBB Pro Wellness, right? Can I say it's controversy? No.
No, it's not.
Okay. So we will touch base on that. Yeah. So in when you started in competing and stuff, right? There wasn't any wellness and stuff.
There
Am I right?
was.
There was already. Oh, is it?
But it was still starting like newish.
Even when you're with FIF.
So when I was in FIF, I was doing bikini actually.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what makes the shift that you know that you have that capacity and
Right. Okay. So
The
when I
structure.
was doing FIF, I was with another coach.
okay, who was it?
Is this guy who works at my home gym?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he works there, and then he prepped me, and then after the FIF show, I wanted to take it to the next level.
For sure.
To go to a pro Q. So that's when I approached Brendan.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Brendan told me that I should consider doing wellness. But I didn't want to do wellness because I didn't want to walk around with big legs.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he was saying that it's easier to build than to
Yes.
trophy.
Yep.
Yeah. So
True, very true.
yeah, so we went on to focus on building the legs.
How long from that journey that you start to choose wellness to grow into that solid foundation of as a wellness
3 years.
competitor?
3 years.
Fucking long, bro.
Yeah, it's long. Yeah.
What was your mindset going through that 3 years of? Can I say it's an off season for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because why I'm saying this, right? Because nowadays, like we mentioned with Ash as well, off season is very important, but not a lot of people would dare to step into an off season for this longer of a period. So in terms of your mentality, of your, just
To
say
me,
your
actually,
mentality.
3 years felt really short.
Really?
Yeah, because I always felt that I was not big enough, I was not good enough, and like I needed more time to grow.
All right.
Yeah. So from when I joined Brandon in 2022, my first.
What was your weight on 2022 when you met Brandon?
Oh,
This I
I
want to
think it
know.
was very low 50s. Like
Low
maybe
50?
52.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 154. Right now I'm also 52.
Okay.
Because I just came back from a
Yeah,
competition,
true.
right?
Before
Yeah.
before you start your prep, how old?
When I started prep, I was 60, 61. Yeah, but then I
At
think
least
back then,
at least
like
10,
my
12
body-
kilos. Because below 50, right? Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so my body composition wasn't that great because I would say my off season wasn't that disciplined.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was the challenges for you? Like,
I would say the diet discipline. Yeah.
because I mean, you say that it was short, right? But now the challenges is your diet diet discipline, right? Like, what would make you not adherent to the plan? Usually, what would be challenges for you?
I'm a foodie and I eat more than what I'm supposed to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was hard for me to like stay on plan 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, but after every prep you get better actually.
For sure.
Yeah, you get more disciplined, you get more motivated,
Yep.
and like you just enjoy your prep more
Understand.
after every prep. Yeah.
Alright. So, when you're with Brandon, what was the first show that you did?
The first show was at
It was like three years later, lah.
It was 1.5 years later
Okay. Alright.
at HB Philippines.
Oh, Philippines also.
Yes.
Okay.
HB, yeah.
How was it?
To be honest, when I went into the show, I was shocked. Although there were only like 5 girls, right? But they were all on point. They
Okay.
were big, they were conditioned, and they all looked like wellness.
Were they all like Southeast Asian or a mix of?
There was a Brazilian girl and Monica Sinatra, you know her?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
She was from IFBB in Napa.
oh yes, and then 2 Indonesian girls
Yep.
and then 1 Thai girl. Yeah, so they were all like really, they look good.
For sure.
And so when I lost,
What was your placing?
I got 3rd actually.
Not too bad. Actually.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. I thought I was going to be last.
That's not a
Yeah,
loss. Yeah, that's not a loss.
That's a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
yeah, but I wanted to win it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so when I went back, I told myself that I have to come in to be the next Monica.
Understand?
Yeah. So I went on to work like that. Yeah, that was my.
So with that position having third in
Uh-huh.
AGP, right? Was that like triggered for you in terms of to tell yourself that okay, now I'm gonna get my food discipline very I want to solidify that to be a better athlete. Does it change after that show?
It changed for a while only.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because from
Sorry, I'm
like
just
2023 to 2024 is 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So 2 years it's not very long, but it's not very short either.
True.
Yeah, and then in between, so like it became from discipline to not so disciplined. Yeah.
One more question. Another question I want to ask is basically your mom. You work your current business.
Yeah.
How do you handle all this?
Okay, honestly, I have a lot of help from my mom.
Oh,
I have a lot
alright.
of family support. And also when my children were young, I would bring them to the gym with me.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I'll make them sit there and do their homework, and then I will do my things, and then we go home together.
Alright.
So they actually grew up in the gym and they see like what I do.
So when you do cardio in the morning, you bring them along.
Oh no, when I carry in the morning,
Wake
they're in
up,
school.
my boy, wake
No,
up.
they actually in school.
Alright,
Yeah,
okay.
so after that I'll go and do my own things, and then I'll go and pick them up from school.
Because I believe it's gonna be handful for you because running your own business, the backlog, the back end and stuff, knowing to ensure that your business is making profit, knowing you need to know your child is doing well in school, being healthy and stuff, and you managing yourself in this
And the
competition.
cardio and everything.
Yeah. So I mean, how was do you feel like exhausted throughout? Do you feel like breakdown? Do you feel like there's point in time that you just
no.
fuck it, I just want to throw in the towel?
No. Actually, no. I take one day at a time.
All right.
Yeah, and then I have a list of routine.
All right.
Like I'll wake up and then do my cardio and then send them to school and then work and then train and then I'll try to finish it as early as possible and go.
Sounds like a good couple, both regimented.
Yeah. So there's a purpose every day and then we follow that routine every day.
Alright. So I mean, with that first AGP that you get third and stuff, then that you went off to another off season, am I right?
Yes.
How long was it?
It was 2 years.
2 years,
Yeah.
then you come back again to the recent one.
Yeah. Because in 2024 I had a knee injury which took very, very long to recover.
Due to
It
training?
was like due to training. Yeah. So we had to take the entire year off. So for like 7-8 months I couldn't really train. I had to do a lot of body weight exercises and then Brandon had to like come up with 100 exercises
For sure,
just to make sure that my knees don't hurt.
Yeah,
and then every exercise hurt and then warm up hurt. Yeah, so at that point of time I really wanted to not do this anymore because I didn't want to like make it worse. Yeah. And then Brandon was like, he was very patient and then he helped me and then I had to do a lot
were
of
you like facing like a ligament tear or something like
No,
that?
it was just a joint strain.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything hurts. Like the squats hurt, the leg extension hurts, everything hurts.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. And then it affected me mentally. And then when I went to the gym, I was like, okay, let's hit like PRs today. And then when I did my warm-up set, it started to hurt. And then when it started to hurt, I got frustrated. And when I got frustrated, I vented it on him. And then the whole...
the Kevlar vest lah.
Yeah, so it went on for like few months. Like this cycle kept repeating.
So
Alright.
at the end of the day, how do you resolve it? Through training or through other stuff?
We did a lot of physio firstly, and then we did a lot of very simple exercises,
Okay.
like unilateral work, like split squat, lunges to really build the muscles around the area. Yeah, even the leg extension, the one plate, right, it started to hurt.
Oh.
It was really bad, yeah.
Okay.
So
That's-
we couldn't train for the entire year.
Were you on like any painkillers or anything
no
to restrict?
painkillers, nothing. But when I walk, it's fine. But when I start doing things like climbing up the stairs, going down the stairs,
More flexion movement.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, like wellness, you need to do a lot of leg work.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
my left leg started to atrophy. There was an imbalance.
I see.
Yeah. So my right leg was way bigger than my left.
So Ash, just touch base a bit. I mean, when she's going through this and stuff, I mean, as a partner, what did you do and how did you manage to go to ensure that she's feeling okay, she's totally focused into her goal and
Us
stuff?
being teammates,
Yeah.
training partners and all that, I felt it was also my duty to support her. I felt that this is her dream and it's something that she wants. It's also something that I want to do.
Yep.
It's again what we hope we're able to achieve. So I keep telling her that you have to be patient, you have to keep your mind, because for her, like, in terms of like, once your mind is off track, right, then you lose the confidence and everything just goes with it. So you have to build a strong resilience in your head.
Yeah.
You can do it, this is just temporary, this is not permanent. So what I would normally do is whenever we have the opportunity to train together, I would just tell her to take it easy, we'll take one step at a time, we'll do what we can in the given time space. If it hurts, stop. Do something else, work around it, and then we do a bit more upper work. So we did to just keep the body moving.
For sure, yeah.
And just blessings that over time it got better and better and better. In fact, actually, she wanted to compete earlier. She was supposed to compete earlier, but because of the injury,
Yeah.
her show was pushed back to this year. But I thought maybe it's just a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I guess it's
To
blessing in
give her
disguise,
more
right?
time
Yeah.
to grow, balance out both her legs and everything, and she put on a pretty good amount of size on the quads, outer sweep, adductors, everything grew fuller over the past 2 years, right? 2 years or so. So I thought like it's also an opportunity for growth to happen when you least expect it. If you take
Also
it
another
negatively.
thing, like the training aspect improved because you have to go really light, right? So you have to look into how you train and how you execute.
Were you like on a high volume program?
No, I think I was on No, it was low volume and low intensity.
Oh, alright. Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of control,
Yeah.
a lot of isolation.
I think that's he's absolutely right, because when you break it all down and you're not rushing through your steps, because she's relatively new to bodybuilding in
Yeah.
a sense, but this period, like, she learned a lot and she picked up a lot. She's really good at, she's very quick at picking things up.
Understand.
It's naturally just how she
Understand.
is. So like the technique of training, the execution, the control, the muscle squeeze, that connection, it all happened within the past year. So that really boosted her growth over the past. Although it's a short period, but the growth is quite exponential.
Right.
Her body weight is about the same, but the composition is way different.
For sure.
You can see a huge difference from the 2022 show
Yep.
and the recent show. And I was like, wow, it's like quite impressive in terms of how the body adapted, recovered, and everything was working. The supplementation, the nutrition just worked, like bam, 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 like clockwork. And then suddenly she's like, whoa.
Understand.
This thing, yeah. So we're
Okay.
kind of like,
Just curious in terms of facing the knee issue, right? Was the training program the same, or does Brandon need to make a tweak based on the training program?
Oh, he tweaked.
Just
a lot.
for the audience to know, and for us to understand in terms of, because you're saying that you're doing low intensity, low volume, right? But
Prior to that, was
Yeah.
it a different training program before
Yeah.
the injury?
It was more or less the same, but the way we did it was different.
They may exercise execution more.
Yeah, correct. It was different.
Alright.
So a lot of like more like resistant bands, and then like the leg
so
extension.
exercise selection is also very.
It's pretty much the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't do like fancy workouts. We do the
Very
same
basic, yeah.
workout all these years.
Yep.
we
Alright.
do a lot more warming up. Like, a
Oh,
bit
yeah,
more,
yeah, yeah,
stretching, a bit more of those, like,
How long is your warming up before your work set? That's something that
Just
people
a few
would miss out.
sets. Yeah.
Alright.
Like a few sets of lunges. Yeah.
because most people hardcore, they jump straight into it. That's
Yeah. But that's what we see nowadays, right? Yeah. Just hit to the gym, put the back in, put on the strap. Okay, let's go. Right?
I
Yeah.
was saying it is definitely a blessing. So basically her whole knowledge about bodybuilding, her skill in execution really improved the past few years. Like it's a really short time, right? And she
Yeah.
But so it's quite impressive in the sense that she managed to learn so much, grow so much, and after learning, adapt it into her routine, and she trains on her own.
Because when I'm following her in socials as well, because I noticed you going through your off season, you look really like you're very petite already,
Yeah.
right? Then her bottom was like, Mom. Then I was like, I'm just telling myself, okay, I just want to see how she cut and stuff. So when this year when you show, I was like, when you go for your AGA, your Philippines,
Yeah.
so like she looks really compact and it's very nice. So it takes that time that she's going through, that 2 years, to really build this foundation. So it's good whereby having you here to tell the audience and those who are competing as well, it takes proper discipline and time, patience, and
Patience,
consistency to build this foundation that you're having right now. Yeah.
I think halfway through, I just stopped thinking about the injury because it was really messing with my head.
For sure.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. So like over time, when I stopped thinking about it, and then like suddenly, it stopped hurting anymore. Like my split squats don't hurt.
Do you think it's like a placebo thing?
Could be.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
You can also probably think Brandon changed in terms of diet. Right?
Oh no, my diet is the same. It's just the amount is just different.
What was your lowest calories?
Oh, he doesn't give us calories. He's
Just-
always by meal plan.
Or just meal plan?
Yeah.
So I think probably because the injury also caused some chronic inflammation.
Yeah, correct.
Did he address the issue?
Yes, yeah, we did.
Ah.
We addressed the issue, yeah.
So I guess once you address the chronic inflammation, and you're training a bit more, what do you call it? More selective and then more
More control, more- yeah.
more targeted.
More
I think that will
targeted,
help
yeah.
you with your injury. So it's very important when people have injuries. It's usually chronic inflammation. Often when you were starting to train, you wouldn't know that you have that. You will build up through time, scar tissues and everything, right? So I mean, my fair share of issues like that. But when you scale back, you address your chronic inflammation and then change the way you train a bit more. Me being 49 years old, of course you will actually improve from there. So a lot of people go hard or go home, right? I think
Yeah.
you won't last.
Staying at
It's
home.
not
Staying at home.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you have to change your mindset a bit. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to go the science-based thingy, but I mean, it just changed a little bit of how
Like
you
train
train.
smarter,
Yeah, train smarter.
yeah.
Because it's a lifestyle, not where you, I would say anyone Asian context would know a Maggie 2 minute.
Understand, yeah.
Doesn't work that way.
True enough.
So good. I mean, from there, when you start for your prep to your pro card, do you have any issues after that? With the
No,
knee?
it was fine. So I'm very, very thankful actually. I'm very grateful that my body didn't give me any issues. It was a very, very smooth prep.
So after the pro card and everything, was your training still the same? And diet of course changed. And everything.
Diet changed in a way that the calories are a bit lower, right? And then he also gave me a bit more flexibility in my diet this time. Yeah.
So does the training change?
Training, no. Training, he actually wants me to go less intense when I'm in this recovery state.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. Okay. Before we touch base on the IFBB Pro card story, okay, I want to go back to Ash. Because last year, I mean, you're doing international, you're doing local as well. I love on how you balance these two shows. Because I mean, the best achievement you had was in locally was winning the
classic, the A classic.
the A classic and stuff. Were you know that was coming for you?
No idea. Because what we're trying to do is, I feel like for men's physique, it's something that you need to keep practicing in terms of the showmanship on the stage. So whenever there's an opportunity to do so, Brandon will advise us to do that.
Yep.
So for example, like 2 years ago when I did the Philippine show, the first show that I did with Brandon, we actually did the DA as well, just to like a warm up.
Yep.
So you get to practice your routine, you look and see any flaws that need to be adjusted and things like that, or in terms of your peak week. So that I took the opportunity to do the same thing. So before I was going to do the Taiwan show recently, which I just did last weekend.
I know.
I did the DA the previous week just to give myself a bit of a precursor for the real show. But I didn't know I was going to get sick and all that. So I kind of like watch myself a little bit more. I don't know. I think it's quite useful to do that. I think. So that gave me a little bit of confidence. I get to practice my posing a little bit more and things like that, the stage presence, so that I'm more ready for that. But I take every show seriously. Every show
definitely.
I think it's a platform. I'm just going to do my best. I'm not going to do 50% or 70% because it's a precursor show or it's a pre-show. No. Every show, I see that every time I step on the stage, I need to look better than I did last. And so far, I'm grateful that more or less I'm getting better and better. But some shows when you're not well, it's just not bad.
Yeah,
Can't
true.
do much about it, but I think it was not too bad in terms of condition.
For the one you win overall?
Yes, I think for that show, I think I could have been a bit more conditioned because we were not cutting water, we were not doing anything different, we were not on any diuretics, nothing at all. So basically, before I went to that other Taiwan show, I was basically going through about to reach peak week.
Alright, so basically to say you just cruise in.
I just cruise into the show, no fancy schmancy water cycle, nothing. I just go in, I just had my normal meals throughout the day. Maybe I lowered my carbs a little bit the day before, and that's about it. On the show day, I just was very careful as to what I was eating throughout the day. I switched to more fast-acting carbs. That was a quick absorption. We switched from rice to seawater. We took a little bit more, put a bit more sugars in for the pump up and things like that, like purees or banana, pineapple, things like that to get the sugars in. And that's about it. So I didn't feel any stress for the show. Actually, I was like super relaxed. I just went in, and it was an honor for me because Darren was with me, and we were.
Oh yeah, you were with
teammates.
Darren. Yeah,
True.
true.
We were like, hey, let's do this, man. I never get a chance to ever step on the stage. He's an OG, man.
The DA also you were with Darren, right?
Yes, I
okay,
was.
just so you know that Darren used to be like the best man physique in Singapore before, right? Yeah. So I mean, stepping and sharing the stage and in the same team with Brandon as well, right? I mean, how did you feel?
Well, I feel privileged. I feel honored. I feel I'm the OG, man. I don't care whether I win or lose. Like it's like like the Iron Brotherhood, and then we prepped together, and we became our relationship. Kind of grew during the prep. We got a bit closer. I got closer to him and his family and his kid, and I just like the whole kind of friendship and camaraderie we had. And
how old is he again?
How old? I think he's a couple of years younger than me.
Oh, yeah.
Not too far. Not too young, not in his early 20s. So he's been around for a while. He took a long break. So I was just so happy that I managed to get an opportunity to be on the stage with him, to
Yep.
prep with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we will share notes along the way. We will encourage each other. Sometimes we feel like shit, hey man. Today must do morning cardio. Hey, come on lah, let's just do it. You know? Sometimes we help each other. So I felt that prep was so good that I had such a close rapport with him. And he's an amazing guy. Seriously, amazing guy. Really down to earth, super humble, and I didn't feel I was challenging him. I feel like we were doing it together, like a team.
Nice.
And we really enjoyed our prep together all the way. Even in Taiwan, we had a blast. Really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
One of the very few athletes I can say that is really tip top, really down to earth, humble, no bullshit kind of guy. Seriously.
Oh, nice. Hey, knowing you, Ash, right? I mean, my perspective on you, like you're always conditioned. You're always dry. So how is your cardio? How intense or how vigorous is your cardio?
Okay, talk about cardio. Okay, the strange thing about me is like when I'm off season, right, I don't really cardio much.
Yeah, if I was a coach, also I wouldn't let you do cardio.
Yeah, so like I try to keep it. Okay, the thing about cardio is people have a misconception that cardio is for fat burning. Cardio has many other advantages. So you need to do your research and understand that cardio also helps with your digestion, helps with your heart health, helps with your everything. The whole system needs. You need to be moving the joints and ligaments and things like that. So you need cardio. So people kind of pull it out from the prep and they say, "Oh, the one bulking, that kind of thing." You know, that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
That's where you go wrong. That's where you start having all these issues in your system, in your blood work, and things like. And over cardio is another problem. You over cardio, you get inflammation. You over cardio, you hold water. So you need to find that right balance that suits you. So for me, 30 minutes, 5 times a week, 6 times a week I feel it's enough for me. But
That's for your off season?
Yes, more or less. I try to do more. It depends. When I'm working with Brandon, he makes sure that there's cardio every other day. So the non-training days, the cardio time is a bit more, maybe 10-15 minutes more than your training days. A little bit more.
Okay.
So because you're on the non-training days, you're not eating as
just stacking it up lah. Yeah, understand.
So to balance it out. So there's nothing crazy. I don't do more than an hour. But when I do an hour, it's usually towards the tail end of the prep. Actually, maybe only one of the preps I had to do a bit more because I was holding a bit of water. I had a bit of injury or some sort. I was holding a lot of water for some reason. So I was like on medication and it didn't really work. So I had to do more. But other than that, nothing about 45 minutes.
Well, I'm quite surprised that for his off season is doing like 5 times 30 minutes. Yeah.
But you see,
looking at how your skin condition is, right? I mean, and knowing you, putting you at the off season 5 times a week for 30 minutes. I mean, for me, I feel it's a lot lah.
I don't do anything intense. I basically clock steps.
Yeah.
So it's not even a cardio. I don't even perspire, but I just walk.
Oh, that 30 minutes is not meant. It's just okay. All right, fair enough.
Just do that. If you don't do any form of cardio, it's bad. So I don't need to go on an incline. I don't have to cycle. I don't have to.
So does Brandon tell you to walk for 30 minutes or to clock a certain steps?
It depends. It depends on. Because you see, I've always been show after show after show after show. So during that period, of course, he wants me to do cardio.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
But when I'm off season,
Yeah.
the cardio will be quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume
so,
yeah.
Very different actually. So instead of putting myself to too much cardio and burn too much muscle,
Yes.
I would just keep it simple. Maybe, like I said, about 30 minutes. Maybe 5 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. Sometimes to be honest, right?
Yeah, sure.
Lapses, right? End up not doing the cardio, so to speak, because I haven't set my goal. But once I set, okay, I'm going to do a show, then everything clicks.
For sure.
Straight away.
Understand.
Right now, it's kind of a long period because it's December holidays.
I mean, it's not. Everyone doesn't have this advantage like you have, like the genetic wise.
In terms of I think my metabolism gets a bit crazy when I'm on prep. Somehow it just clicks.
I mean, even on off season, I would say,
Yeah, I don't really.
Not a lot of individuals have this luxury or liberty to.
I mean, it's a good and bad. So if
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure,
your
yeah.
metabolism is at a certain state, you burn faster. Your calories need to balance out.
Yep.
Yeah. So with Brandon is very careful. He knows that.
Next question I want to ask you:
Yeah.
how much food are you eating in
Wow.
off season?
Okay, right now off season.
Roughly.
I haven't jumped into a plan per se.
Yeah.
But I have 6 meals a day, standard. For me, I'm
Okay.
always 6 meals a day. Every meal, there's tons of carbs.
Okay.
Yeah, what I can share is minimally the pre and post meals are the heaviest, the largest amounts of carbs I eat.
Okay.
Sometimes you can go up to 450 grams of rice per meal. And it just
Uncooked or cook?
cooked.
Okay.
450 pre and post, and it just disappears. and I'm still hungry after that. My body kind of like goes into that state usually like. Because once you initially when you prep down, then I find it difficult because my body needs to eat. I need to put in more calories for it to function. So I kind of suffer a little bit on prep because I tend to burn fast.
Yeah, for sure.
So the calories, the amount of rice can be 1.5 kilos of rice a day, or cooked rice, 1.8 kilos of cooked rice a day.
I think it's a good problem. Don't you think so? Yeah.
Don't tell me anyone. Don't say that anyone don't like carbs.
Yeah.
But it's true. So, but then there's a flexibility of what kind of carbs we can eat off season. We don't have to stuff ourselves with rice. So there are options that we can do. We can go with oats. We can have bread and things like that. It's quite flexible. It depends on your coach and what they want to give you. And what works with sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes, but I'm not given any on my prep. So apparently, sweet potato for me is bad because I get inflammation. I bloat. I kind of get bloated when I have.
I've heard that a lot as well.
So,
Same thing with me. I cannot taste good.
So I mean, you need to find a coach that knows you and have gone through a certain phase with you to understand your body and what works best for you. Just not give you a rice because this fella says rice on IG, so I follow this fella says rice. No, it's got to be catered to your individual needs. So you need to know and find a coach who can understand and have that time to learn about how your body responds.
Because I mean, to my knowledge, too, I see. I mean, nowadays, I'm not sure, sorry, if you see it as well. Nowadays, it's just a lot of handful of feedbacks whereby complex carb doesn't really suits on a lot of people currently right now. Much more like simple carbs and stuff on off season and off season, on season.
My own experience with myself and some of the friends I had previously, that more of the complex carbs might be good for normal people. Right? If for someone like who competes and think we eat a lot of it.
Yep.
So you have complex carb, the amount of fiber there is a lot more than
Yes.
normal high glycemic kind of carbs. So when you have meal 1 to 3 all complex, then it start to stuck there, doesn't digest that well. So if you have a mixture, probably only one complex and the rest all fast acting one is way better. For some people, even some of my clients or even my athletes, they do well on rice, even in the morning.
Yeah.
Even in the morning, they can have rice. It works well for them. In fact, if you throw in like a bit of potatoes somewhere, because the fiber, I forgot the name of the fiber. So the digestion, the digestive tract doesn't agree. So I always put it this way: you've been eating rice, why change that?
Exactly.
Your digestive tract already used to that thing.
Big Asians, rice are staple.
Staple there. So if you want to be fancy, put red rice and whatever, right? The digestive tract will look at you. Hello, my friend.
I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with you because they have to work harder, and then the adaptation will be longer to adapt to that kind of fiber. And then worst case scenario, you're not going to the toilet because the rest of the thing
You
is
get constantly, That's an issue, and then you blow, especially towards the tail end of the prep. If it happens, it affects your entire big week, and you can throw everything off.
True.
You can't even control your core, your gut, everything. It's a bit out there. Then people might think they have GH gut.
Yeah, because I mean, why I'm touching base on this, right? Because I mean, your time back then as well, like, they say that when you prep, you must use sweet potato, brown rice, or complex. You cannot use simple carbs and stuff. Because if you use, you gotta hold water, get shredded and stuff. So, seeing this thing evolve, right? I mean, evolve to be better in terms of scientific approach as well. Yeah, data. So, this thing is really bring bodybuilding to another level. Yeah, bodybuilders now I see is like much more smarter. Yeah, I mean, coaches now are much more become like a trend already. Back then it wasn't known as well. Like, hey, this is my coach. This is my coach. Everyone was like, I self prep. Oh, my friend helped me and stuff. Yeah. So now, I'm loving to see that things are evolving better, but there will be a cross conflict in terms of like too much noise. People having the information but use it wrongly. Yeah, so that's why when I'm touching base on this, right? It's I would say I'm quite surprised how it evolved and becoming to where is it right now. Yeah. So yeah. So what I want to touch base now is basically back to Mellisa. I mean, in terms of your pro cut weight. I mean, I know it's I texted you and some would say like it wasn't fair and stuff for you. Yeah, because when you know that you've already won, and they say that they don't want to give you the pro card. How did you feel on it?
I
Certain
already
moment.
knew that if I were to win today, I wouldn't go home the card.
You already knew.
Yeah, because we already know that the NPC rules is that you need 5 girls to win the card. Yeah, so I was already prepared to go home.
Would there? I mean, okay. Since if so, right? Would there like any plans from both of you like try to find someone to just step on the stage to make it for the 5th place?
I thought I could get a bikini and jump on, but I think I wouldn't.
Yeah, because okay, why I'm saying this, right? Yeah, I'm not saying names and stuff. Yeah, I thought things have done this manner as well. Yeah. On the day itself, there's 4 competitors, but this person knows that he or she is gonna win. Then let's put on someone randomly paid and stuff to ensure that he or her get this pro card. Have you like came across it?
No, we didn't even think about that. No. Actually, I didn't even know that people do this.
Yeah, I mean, first hand from me lah. First hand from me. Yeah. Because I've heard this kind of scenario before, so I thought that have you ever like came across?
No, because we didn't know anybody there.
Alright.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it.
Alright, because so you already pre-planned yourself that alright,
Yeah.
if I win, I'm okay with it. Are you sure you're okay with it?
I wasn't okay with it, but I made peace with the fact that I would not be going home the card.
Okay.
And the only way is to appeal. Proper channel is to write in an appeal.
Alright. So my next question for you is when you step on together with those 3 girls, right? Will you know that you're gonna win, or you know it's gonna be? Because I've seen it's quite competitive.
Actually, this show is the least competitive there.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like my first 2 shows, the first was Monica, and then the second one was the Iran girl who won. They were
The KL, right?
Very good.
Yeah.
And in KL, I actually got 2nd out of 10 girls.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was actually like the smallest, so I was very surprised with the results. Yeah, and then when the last show, I was like, I was confident I was going to win, but also I was a little bit unsure because one of them looked not too bad.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I also didn't want to be overconfident and say like, oh, I'm going home the card today. I wanted to go in without expectations. Yeah, I wanted to surprise myself also. I always think that I will not win it.
Alright. Because I know you told me that you've already planned another show after that.
Okay, we came back and then I was ready to pack my bags and go for another show. Yeah.
How did you feel when she said that making that decision?
For me, I thought whatever it is, we should consult Brendan first.
Okay.
Because he's our coach and we stand guided by his decision
Yep.
in terms of like whether her body can take it, whether it's too long for the prep, because there are a lot of factors involved in that. So I told her like, hey, we get back to Singapore and we discuss with Brendan what he feels is best. If you're ready, strike while the iron is hot. It's not too long of a period. You can jump into it.
How long was
1 week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Philippines was like a definite must go. We gotta get it done.
Yep.
And a lot of other Singaporeans.
That is also 1 week after KL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one of it. Yeah. So there were a lot of people also, like some Singapore athletes were going. So I thought it was cool. Kevin was there. Harvey was there.
Yeah.
I think it was good. The whole community was there. So like, it wasn't like going alone kind of thing. So like, huge Singapore,
Yep.
Team Singapore. Let's
Exactly,
go.
exactly, yeah.
And then even Harvey came so close and things like that. So we thought, hey, this has to be. So the moment she jumped into the Philippine show, I looked at the competitors. I was quite confident that wow, it's going to be a close fight, but probably she would take it lah. But
Right.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to like be jinxy. I don't want to. I say just go and kill, do what we have been training all these years to do. Put on a good show. So the moment we got there, wow, we just did it. We just went for it. Then when she got back, I said, talk to Brendan. Be patient. Let's wait. Do the appeal thing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, take the next fight. Go to the next. That was my concept. But don't give up hope. Don't be upset and don't be like frustrated lah. Because I feel like things always happen for a reason.
Sure.
The time will come. If it's yours, it's yours. And I told her it's yours.
Oh,
It
yeah.
will come. Be patient and lo and behold, he did. Randomly, she got an email one evening, and she's like, "Hey, guess what? I got my book out." She said, "Wow, that's awesome!" So you're lucky we didn't jump into a show and book flights and did the whole thing. So I thought,
disqualified because you already a pro.
yeah, like recently there was some hoo-ha about this online. Some guy he kept going for shows after being.
Yeah, that was something that I was surprised as well, man. They say that once you win, if you don't register yourself as a pro, you're still able to go for the next
Yeah.
pro queue.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, the person must really like to compete. But shows are expensive, flights are expensive,
Yeah.
watching and stuff like that.
I mean, there's a lot of back and forth, like, really. Like some of the pros says that, oh, let him be. He haven't signed up for the pro. He means he's not a pro yet. So he's still an
It's okay
amateur.
to do that.
But like for me, it's like, come on, dude.
Give others a chance.
I mean, besides giving others a chance, right? Like, what do you want?
What's the purpose?
Yeah, what's the purpose, right? I mean, if your purpose is to compete and stuff, then don't take this pro card at all. Even you win.
I just keep competing.
Yeah, just keep competing, you know, right? Yeah. And so I mean, waiting for that email that you're waiting for that special email. How long was it take? Because I heard you emailed the wrong person.
Yeah, so the promoter told me he gave me an email, so I emailed that address,
Yeah.
and I didn't hear anything until like 2 weeks later. So I was thinking.
So the next show is also Wipeout already lah. So the supposing plan next show.
There was no plan, no nothing yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, oh, it's taking so long. Maybe it's really not my time yet. Like, or maybe I didn't get it, or it's just not meant to be. So one night I couldn't sleep, and then I went to Google. I was like, appeal for IFBB Pro Card process.
Alright.
And then I went to read the website, and it was a totally different
Oh.
email address. Yeah.
I mean, tell me about it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so I was
lucky
like,
you did that.
Yeah, so and then it was okay. So you need to email within 2 weeks from the day that you compete, and it was already more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe like they are going to reject it because they are very strict about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told them like what happened, and it was like the wrong email address, and then I sent it again. And the next day they replied.
Next day.
The next day.
Oh, that's very prompt. Yeah,
So
that's
really,
good.
congrats, you got your pro card. You need to register for it.
Oh, the next day you sent the pictures.
Actually, I sent it at night, and then the next evening they replied already.
Oh, that was fast to make a decision.
Yeah. So
If I were you, I just call them. Then what's so hard giving me this pro card on that day itself? If this was as fast as you responded,
actually,
right?
I understand why they do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Why?
I feel like you can't, because it's like another standard. You go into the pro league, it's another standard, right?
Okay.
So if like they were to give it to you on that day, but you look somewhat not like pro, then it's not fair also.
Okay, I wanna make an argument on this. Okay, I understand your
Yeah.
point, but looking at the picture and looking at yourself on the prior to the show itself, what's the difference? Because the argument for them is, so you need 5 competitors to be on stage. So what's the difference between having 5 or 4? In my point of view. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to debate with me, also can. You know, we're just making this topic, yeah. Because for me, I just want to make that this understand, because I've texted you, I feel how you felt and stuff. So for me, it's like they just need to give prior to whoever is there already for that pro card, even if it's 2 person. Okay, if 1, we can make a debate on that. The person that shouldn't have, but I feel that if it's 2 also, it's still effort. It's still accommodation paid, registration paid, effort have been prepped for 16-20 weeks, and they show up, and the rest doesn't show up. It's not their fault, and that's not a problem. Like I mentioned to you, it can be the federation marketing issue that no one knows about this show. Yeah. So if I'm not gonna be like a smart ass and sue IFBB or what lah. Just freedom of speech, food for thoughts. Yeah. I feel like moving forward, hopefully that even though it's 4 or 3, whoever won on that show should deserve it. In terms of, because they are already there, they've already compete for it, they already make time and fly over to another country. Yeah, because if you flew and you prep for so long and you don't get it at the end of the day, then I just feel it's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What do you think, Sari?
I have a slightly differing opinion, but you go first.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my thoughts. Yeah, you guys can give your say. Yeah.
Coming from look at it, I can understand why IFBB said it must be 5. And also, they can also be flexible. 5 being, look, you have to be 1 to 2 per month. Right?
Yep.
So, if you have 2 ladies, be it men or women, like you say, if you base on like you pay for this X amount of thing, but if you come in both of them are a bit off, right? So you're judging based on the best of the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I want to debate. Okay, hold on. I want to come at you, man.
If you have 5, right?
Yeah.
At least the worst off of the 5, there should be at least one that
Yeah.
deserve that, right? So when you say 2 is a bit off, I wouldn't give any of them.
Understand,
Right?
yeah.
So if 4, probably that's the flexibility that probably that I really should be considering about. And then for her case, yes, I mean if based on the pictures and she really put her effort and everything, not based on the flight ticket accommodation.
No, yeah.
And of course, if anyone argue based on that, I mean it's not fair.
Yeah, for sure.
If based on the pictures and the judges'
Yep.
result sheet and everything, of course, you have to tally them together.
Yeah.
The picture and the thing should be the same in a way. But if you have 2 of them really look as the 2 girls on the street up there, I mean, one to win the pro card, it does more disservice to the pro league.
Understand.
You know what I mean? So at what level will she compete when as a pro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you already have your baseline of pro guys or girls who won the pro card. You know that's the standard. So at least from there, when they jump into the pro league, the standard is there maintained. Other than 2 girls who probably or 3.
I want to argue on this because I know Ash got something to say. Let's hear your thoughts.
I mean, I'm being logical.
Yeah, understand.
Logical and practical. I mean, of course, the amount of people stepping on stage can be debatable.
Yep.
But if you have 2 guys or 2 ladies like that, no lah. I mean, based on the picture, then
Understand.
the email serve the purpose of that lah. That's my
Okay.
2 cents.
I
heard you.
agree and also disagree to certain aspects.
For sure.
We don't know what exactly or what it takes to be an IFBB judge. Maybe in terms of the way they judge and the scoring that they have is very specific.
Understand.
You can come in looking like trash and win the show, but the scoring is not that of a IFBB level scoring. I don't know, maybe they should have something like that to be fairer in a sense.
Hey, I want to debate on this later. Then what you feel?
Okay, so I'm just thinking. Right,
For sure.
okay, so I mean, like to prevent all these issues of 5%, 2%, it doesn't really matter in a sense. If you have the physique and caliber of a pro, it can be quite subjective to what a pro is. So
Yep.
they should have a scoring matrix which accommodates that.
Yeah.
So for example, there's only 3 people, but this person looks really crazy, man. Like Monica level,
Yeah.
Monica Santos level when we saw her on the stage. Wow. Then she deserves the pro card. But
Understand.
If you go a group of 10 people, all 10 look like shit. Sorry for the language. They don't even score on the in terms of a pro. You don't reach that rank. You shouldn't be given a pro card.
Yeah, exactly.
You win the show,
Exactly.
but you don't get a pro card because you're not a pro level.
Exactly, Ash. I have to agree with you.
Something like
You know
that
why
makes
I
more
agree with you?
sense. Yeah.
Because I think you all will agree with me with this. Okay? Because out of that 10, now what we see is that they say that okay, below 5, no pro card is given, right? But like what you said, we have 10 competitors, but
Yeah.
all the physics are way off, but he still earned his pro card. They should have a baseline standard, even it's 10 competitor, but if you win, but your physique doesn't deem as a pro, we're not going to be good. Yeah.
So maybe
I guess
maybe
then
it's already there. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe,
it's
yeah.
at that level
Yeah.
of that kind of judgment. But then it
But
doesn't make
I've
sense
never
to
heard
find-
this. I have never heard this in IFBB, but I've heard this in PCA. They
Okay.
do it. Yeah.
So if you have a pro level, that your scoring matrix includes. Okay, maybe you score 5 points, you are not. Okay.
Yeah,
and
I
maybe
agree.
You score 6 or 7 to 10, maybe.
I agree.
Skill, then you are pro
Yeah.
level, something like that.
Yeah.
But
If this is
the case,
put
lah.
it out the case and put it out there, then I agree with the four people because it has a balance.
I think
yeah, maybe some balance and
Yep,
it's more
that's it,
people.
yeah.
It's not ever happened before. That 10 out of 10.
No, okay.
Very unlikely.
That's
Very
okay.
unlikely.
Okay, let's be honest. There's some shows that you see like, how this guy become pro. For sure, there's some. So this is the thing. I'm not saying any specific person. I'm saying that that's why they need to let the competitors know as well
Yeah.
while doing briefing, even though in the pro queue and stuff, even though if let's say the lineup you want, but we still have a standard of physique that we're looking at.
Whether it's wellness,
Yeah.
bikini,
So yeah,
athletic,
it's I totally agree with Ash when you say that they should emphasize on the point as point based for a pro level.
Yeah.
You should need to hit this kind of a point status to be deemed a pro card.
And
Yeah.
it's also with a panel, so you have at least
Yeah,
4
yeah,
judges
yeah.
judging you, and if every judge
Yeah.
agrees and you're at that level, then you get a pro card.
Yeah.
Not because you want to show and you come in all watery.
Yeah, exactly. Because we've seen this kind of cases happen, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No back and then wow, get pro card. Like suddenly like the body's not even developed.
Exactly.
Minimal muscle maturity and then wins a pro card.
Exactly.
And you're wondering how did this guy get a pro card?
Exactly,
How did
that's-
this girl get a pro card?
True. True, yeah, so-
I don't know. It's not as prior as it is in IBB, but yeah, it's interesting to talk about this. It's just
Yeah. So okay, we are not going against IBB or what.
Of
We're
course
just
not.
having our
Because,
thoughts.
give us a platform to
Yeah.
reach a certain level or
Yeah,
certain
true.
standard that everybody wants to reach because that's the highest peak in terms of bodybuilding.
Now, for me, it's just to make the competition much more transparent due to this 4 to 5. You need to have a minimum of 5, yeah, and also because having a standard prior to Ash mentioned does really make sense. Yeah, out of 10, I mean, if you don't have that physique, that point to be a pro status, then even you win, you don't get your pro card.
But
It's fair.
Maybe they do have that, but so far we've never seen a scenario.
Yeah, exactly. We've never seen.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure the IBB have some kind of matrix that works around it, but because we are not trained judges, we are not IBB trainers.
You know why I mentioned this, right? Because
wouldn't know.
because like you see in the IFBB Global Classic, in the Olympia Amateur, some of these federation, some of these stages, top 3 you get pro card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and due to basically how the federation runs. So some NPC shows that 1 pro card, some shows that 3 pro card. So I don't feel there's a standard to it. Just by giving this a lot of pro card. Yeah. So to mention about having that standard, I think this would be fair to compare with having the at least 5 competitor. Then it should be easier for during briefing they should tell this to the competitors, so all these competitors will come in 100% ready to be fighting for that pro status, not a half-fuck physique.
Thinking that I can win it, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This country, they're not very good. I just come in like 50%.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Maybe
it
I'll
is
win
a strategy, but yeah, like what you say. I mean, I just want to see that standard happening, lah. Yeah.
But
So
it is bodybuilding, and for us, like I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure we have a similar mentality. We want to look the best,
Yep.
be the best, win it, and you want to win, do well and win
Yeah, I mean,
in a proper
manner.
standing. You know,
Yep.
you don't want to come in like then what's the point of bodybuilding? Then you're not a bodybuilder.
True.
Right? Bodybuilding is all about grit, grind.
Yep.
That kind of focus and mentality, getting better each time you step on stage.
Yeah, like I always say, there's no losing. You just win or learn.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah. Alright. Any more questions for this fit couple? Sorry.
So far, no. So, I mean, congrats for your
Thank you.
for your pro card, and see you hoping next time on stage.
Yeah, we'll try.
Hopefully, I get a judge placing again.
Interesting. There's
So-
something quite interesting maybe to do.
For sure, definitely. Alright. So before we go off and stuff, I mean, what's your next plan from here for Ash and even Mellisa?
Good.
You want to go first? Anyway.
We probably want to step on a pro stage, but
Okay.
we don't have a date set yet. So now it's time.
How early are you looking at for yourself?
They haven't decided yet actually.
Okay.
Yeah, could be next year or the following year.
Oh,
See
nice.
how we grow and see where this brings us.
Nice. We'll be rooting and we'll be waiting for you to step on that stage. So Ash, when's your
Okay.
next pro queue?
We learned, like I mentioned earlier, I learned a lot about off-season. So I might take a couple of years off. To really, because I want to make sure that every time I go on stage, I'm going to get better and better.
For sure.
So I feel like this year I learned the off-season is critical. So I'm going to work on myself during the off-season. And maybe in a year or 2 when I put on enough size and I'm confident, because I've been to enough shows to say that I know what is lacking in my physique.
Understand.
I've already seen so many competitors, you name it, from Brazil, from America, Korea. I've seen all international athletes, India, and so I can judge and see those who are winning, those who are getting higher and better places.
Yep.
What the charges are more or less looking.
For sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to work on myself the next couple of years before I even think of going overseas and stepping on the pro Q stage again. Yeah,
Understand.
myself-
So at least 2 years.
maybe a year and a half to let's see how it goes. Also, we need to see how my body will recover after this phase. Get my blood
Your blood done and stuff,
Make
yeah.
sure I'm in the peak of health before even
Yep.
thinking of competing again.
Understand.
I feel good now after the show. One thing also is to shout out to everybody. Don't go and overeat after your prep. Don't go and binge. Seriously. I think that's a mistake a lot of athletes do.
For sure.
And you can see on their social media posting, yes, we have 1 or 2 cheat meals here and there, but always remember that your body cannot suddenly take this kind of, it's very damaging. And I see a lot of athletes get into like 5-10 kilos up the weight. It's very
Like what you say, cheat meal, but for them they read wrongly cheat day.
Cheat week, you know.
The day behind got S row days.
I mean, since this is reaching out to all the athletes out there, I mean, locally, we tend to make that mistake. We go all out, we binge and overeat, and we get sick, unhealthy. It really affects your health. If you are young now, it's okay, but people at my age, in our 40s, we are to be extra careful of what happens and
True,
how the body
true.
reacts.
I agree.
Just to let the audience know,
Just ease into it.
ease back into your meals and your prep. You don't have to go berserk on food. The food will always be there.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yep.
Okay, the food will always
I
be
agree.
there.
I agree.
For your
I
body
agree.
and health is more important. So take your time, enjoy your off season, but don't kill yourself in the process. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. I appreciate that you came down today on a Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah, to our humble podcast and stuff. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Mellisa. All right. Thank you guys for watching episode 24 with both of them. Just want to give a shout out to Field Stretch Performance as our main sponsor. So do drop by into their IG and their website to book for your
Sessions, and so that moving on to next year, you get your slots in before it's gone.
Alright, other than that, we are good. See you guys on the next episode. Ciao.